Hey, how's it going? With the vlog for the sports media class. Um, Today in the vlog, I'm just gonna mostly be talking about like professional tennis, like rankings and how that's going right now. Just a little background on that. Um, the Canadian Open is like the most recent tennis tournament going on right now. That's like actually got some like impact to it. A lot of stuff has happened. Like last year's was Federer versus Zverev, and Zverev is like a really young player, and he won. That's pretty impressive to see. Winning a title like that can put you like on the map of like tennis, as I mentioned in one of my previous blogs. But today it's mostly going to be like the rankings and the changes with everyone. Some of the changes happened with Djokovic. He moved up a few spots. He was at 12, but winning the Wimbledon title, he moved up a few spots, so that was pretty impressive to see. Not sure the specifics of that, but a lot of the point system is like confusing to remember all that. But currently we have Rafael Nadal sitting at number 1, and number 2 is Roger Federer. Two really good players that kind of deserve to be there. But there's no doubt that in this upcoming U.S. Open, that Roger Federer has a good chance of like making it back if he can win the final, much less beat Rafael Nadal at some point. That would be impressive to see, but he still kind of has to win the final to even have a close chance of moving up. He was sitting at number 1 for a while this year after winning the Australian Open again. I think that was like his 20th Grand Slam title, which was really impressive. But Rafael Nadal kind of took that from him. Just having better tournaments and better play in general just kind of kept that in motion for Rafael Nadal. And also with that, John Isner, who has been really interesting to see in the past few months with the Wimbledon. His 6-hour match was really impressive to see. He also made a really good run. I think it was like the quarterfinals or maybe the semifinals. I think he made too. But he's sitting at number 9, which is pretty cool. North Carolina, Greensboro native. Definitely going to be rooting for him. The chances of him, however, winning a final like the U.S. Open, that would be kind of hard to see. If it ever happened, I'd be really happy personally, but like I don't see that happening. Eventually, I'll definitely be rooting for the guy, but it most likely won't happen. Kevin Anderson as well. That's who Eisner played in Wimbledon this year. That was really impressive to see him play. He kind of clutched out some pretty important matches played in the semifinal. That was really impressive. Got to give it to him. He'll be interesting to watch and see. But overall, like chances of John Eisner making it to the top 5, I feel like that's a goal he should have at least, and that's a goal like that would really be good for him because it would put him back on like some sort of surface for people to see him as like a decent player. I mean, top 10 is, that's really good, but it's like I feel like for his type of play, he definitely could do better and has a lot to improve on. So that'd be interesting to see. But Kevin Anderson, pretty impressive to see him move up into the top 5, and that's cool too. But most likely, Roger Federer or Rafael Nadal or a big name player like that is going to win the U.S. Open, and potentially they might move up in the rankings, but that's all eventually. We'll see that soon enough. So that's kind of impressive. So, yeah. Overall, it's mostly the top 10 rankings that are going to be interesting to see, unless someone in like the 20s just beats Roger Federer or Rafael Nadal and move up like a bunch of spots. Like those are always great to see. I think that's very intriguing. I'd like to see that happen eventually. But overall, it's mostly going to be Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal and Djokovic and all those other players potentially moving up. And it's always moving around, which is interesting to see. But with the U.S. Open coming up, that'll be quite the event. So that's all I have to say for today. Thank you for watching.